Welcome in. I am Rob Bro. I am the host. You are the co-host. Again, recording on a Thursday morning. Well, Wednesday night, but recording on a Thursday morning, and appreciate you joining in. This is the fourth Rob Bro show back. Wonderful week. It's been a wonderful week. Took a week off, left the radio station, got a new mic here on YouTube. By the way, on YouTube, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button there on the bottom left-hand corner. We are YouTubing today. We're going to talk about some coaches. I have some thoughts. And no bad thoughts. I have good thoughts on coaching, but I do want to talk about Grant McCasland. What is he? What is Grant McCasland? What is he doing? How is he going about his business? And does he need to be more like Joey McGuire? Does he need to be more like Gerlick? Or does he just need to be himself? Tim Tadlock is a coach on campus who is very much just Tim Tadlock. He is himself. He will never be anything different. He's not criminally online. He's not overly rambunctious. He is just Tim Tadlock. He's got some funny quips. He shows emotion in press conferences. He is lovable. He's endearing. He has won. But I don't think Tim Tadlock will ever be anything other than Tim Tadlock. And I appreciate that. Joey McGuire is much different. Joey McGuire is on the forefront of everything. He is the program. He will be the program. He's damn near the athletic department right now. Going everywhere. The man has clones. Joey McGuire has clones. I'm dead set on it. He's here. He's there. He's every freaking where. Joey Mac. So when you look at a guy like Joey McGuire, who tweets and retweets hundreds of times a week, thousands of times a month, it seems. And then you look at Coach McCasland, who has tweeted twice, maybe, since he got the job. Though I do think he's been on a bit of a PR run. I do think that more than just the baseball game, but I think they said, hey, man, we're getting restless out here. The fans are getting restless a little bit. Why don't you go drum up some attention? Has had some visits. Obviously in the dead period now, so I would assume you're going to get some coaching hires. My plan for them was, let's see, next Monday, the portal closes in men's basketball for the transfers, I think at midnight tonight, or I guess it closed last night. If you're watching this on a Thursday, May 11th, so the portal is closed. It just seems to me that the first pitch in baseball, which, by the way, great optics, really good photos and videos, which is really all they were getting. But to do that at 4 o'clock when there was maybe 100 people there, was a little funny to me. Now, you didn't know when the second game was going to start. He's a busy man. You don't want him out there just sitting around for 30 minutes, 45 minutes saying, all right, the game's over. We were supposed to do this at 6:30, but first pitch until 7 now. You can leave and come back or just sit around for 30. So I understand why they did it in the first game. They probably had it planned for that game before it was even postponed and redone. But great optics. Throwing the first pitch. He threw it down the middle-ish. Threw it in the zone-ish. He was close enough to a strike. The official Twitter account for the baseball team, call him Coach McCasland. Love it. You've seen him at Evie Mays. You've seen him around campus. He was taking pictures with families. But do you need him to be Joey? Do you need him to tweet more? Do we need to have proof of life from a coach? Or can we just focus on what he's good at? Now, we don't know what he's good at yet. But to get back to Coach Gerlick, we didn't really know what Coach Gerlick was good at, but I really feel like she grew into her own over the last 2 years. First year was weird. First year getting the feelers out, but she has really developed a brand here in Lubbock, Texas, and in this athletic department. She might be the second most popular coach on campus. If they sell out season tickets, she's going to climb the crane with Joey, the Lady Raiders. She's got the glittery outfits, which is not just because she likes glittery outfits, it's because everyone else likes the glittery. I bet she wore those glittery boots once and was like, oh man, those are kind of glittery. And now she's going to wear glittery boots until she retires because that's her thing now. And she understands it and she leans into it. What is Coach McCaslin's thing? What is he going to lean into? Because right now, you have him on the radio broadcast just talking defense and how he likes defense as a coach because he was 5'8", 130 back in the day and couldn't do anything else. He just played defense hard. And that's how he earned a playing time at Baylor. When he got here, he was talking about crowd surfing through the student section. Is McCaslin going to be a guy who just waits for basketball season to be popular? Now, again, I'm not saying he has to be out there on social media. I think he's done a really good job striking a balance this last week of just being available. I also think it's tough to expect a coach to be like Joey McGuire. There is only one Joey McGuire. And I think it's tough to expect to be like Coach Gerlick immediately. She's had time here. She played here. She's back here wearing her own jersey that they got down from the rafters. I don't think it was that jersey, but you know what I mean. So what I'm saying is, I guess, cut Coach McCaslin some slack. There's no need to have him be all over social media. He doesn't get wins by tweeting. It's not like a tweet per win thing. Now, if Joey's getting wins for tweeting, keep tweeting, Joey. I love what he's doing. He retweets everybody. He retweets recruits that they're not even recruiting, it feels like. Just for those relationships. Coach McCaslin needs to find his thing. Tim Tadlock's found his thing. His thing is being Tim Tadlock. Gerlick has found her lane. Joey was born in his lane and has stayed in it. So what is Coach McCaslin's lane? Well, I think for now, Coach McCaslin's lane is hiring a staff, is recruiting a team, is building a culture within the walls, and that has nothing to do yet with being a public face. Does it eventually? Absolutely. But this fan base is already built in. He's not having to do the Joey thing of rebuilding a football fan base. Now, it's really easy to rebuild a football fan base when you win. And it'll be really easy to have that basketball fan base if Coach McCaslin wins in year one. But if he doesn't win, you're still going to have the third or fourth best attendance in the conference because that's what you are. Well, fourth or fifth now with BYU. But you're not going to fall apart in year one because he's not tweeting. The only tweeting Mark Adams ever did, even when he went to the Sweet 16, was retweet if you're with me. And I think we've forgotten Mark Adams year one because of how Mark Adams year two went. Everybody was all in on Mark Adams publicly after year one, myself included. And Mark Adams is not a guy who's just out there tweeting and being around. In fact, a lot of basketball coaches aren't. Maybe Musbus at Arkansas. Now, why am I talking about this? Because it seems like on social media, There's a lot of, is he even recruiting? Is he even doing anything? He's not tweeting. He's not doing this. We can't see him. He's working. I can guarantee you he's working. And not everyone has to be Joey McGuire. I think it's unfair for people to feel like Coach McCaslin has to be Joey McGuire. And that is a high bar. And not everyone's going to hit it. But also everyone can't be Coach Gerlick. Now, maybe you build into that. I'm not saying that Grant McCasland should wear shiny shoes. But she has built a brand as a coach here in Lubbock. You have to give Grant McCasland time. Final thought. As much time as he needs to build a brand over the first year of basketball, he certainly needs to hire a staff. I mean, this has to be done. It has to be. If it's not done by next Monday, I do feel like there's going to be a little unrest on my end. But as soon as he announces, let's say, I don't know, a Ben McCollum or somebody like that, all of that will melt away. Now, if it's not Ben McCollum and it's kind of like a who? Maybe that doubt creeps in. Now, I don't know that today is the conversation piece for it, but we also need to talk about Coach McCaslin and expectations for year one. Because a Sweet 16 in Mark Adams' year one was, well, frankly, an unattainable goal to repeat every year. I think that was a fluke, and he proved it in the year after. So I don't know. Sometime in October, probably we will start talking goals for Coach McCasland, but I don't know that goals in year one is multiple wins in the NCAA tournament. But I do think you have built yourself into a program that is a tournament team. Tournaments, bowl games, postseason play, regionals. In nearly every sport, Texas Tech has built themselves into programs who compete in the postseason. And if you're not competing in the postseason, you're getting fired. Like Matt Wells. Sorry, it's contractually obligated to have a ricochet shot for Matt Wells every episode. All right, tomorrow, Friday, we will be live at 5, Friday happy hour. So hit that subscribe button. We'll be back tomorrow. Love you guys. Hit that like button. Comment the NFL game that you would most like to go to. The NFL schedule comes out. I'll tell you mine. Chiefs in Vegas. You tell me yours. What NFL game would you most like to go to? Is it a Thanksgiving game? Is it a season opener? Whatever. Put it down in the comments. Also, put down if you think, should Coach McCaslin tweet more, and do you care if he tweets? Those are the questions of the day. Hit me up in the comment section. That's all for me today. Just a couple of thoughts. We will be back tomorrow for around 30 minutes leading into the Texas Tech baseball game from about 5 to about 5:30. We'll see you then. I've been Rob Bro. I'll be Rob Bro. See you tomorrow.